Chartemis Prime, Chartemis Prime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe for things.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Chartemis Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends toy review on the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Nemesis. This is the last Build-A-Figure that we have seen from the Marvel Legends. Now, it won't be the very last because we're supposed to see some more Build-A-Figures coming in 2012, but as far as the latest Build-A-Figure, this is it right here, Nemesis, which actually isn't bad. I like it. There's some crappy and, cruddy Build-A-Figures that came out, especially from Hasbro. And this one I thought was really cool. I gotta give a big thanks to Solid Snake My Pants for hooking me up with this wave. On our way back from Comic-Con, he set me up with this wave. And then also Nemesis for selling me the Tiger. That was the one figure that Solid couldn't get me at the time because they're all out. But check this out. This is how awesome Solid is that the piece that comes with Tigra is the upper torso area right here. So he'd found a friend that had an extra upper torso that had actually broken, so he sent that to me. He just gave it to me. That was so fucking cool of him. So thanks a lot, Solid. Now here's a funny thing about this piece is that, whoever had this before had broken it right here at these hinges. So there's two hinges on the side. You can see that there's not one hanging over here, but there's one hanging right down there. Okay, so you can see how there's one supposed to be on this side and they connect, and that had snapped, and when I'd just, before doing this review, I was messing with the figure and I'd put in this unbroken version on, just messing with it, and mine had cracked right here. So I don't know if you could really see it, but the plastic on the left side right here there's a line going through it. And that's basically, so if you have this front part placed underneath here and you lift the arms and this panel bends against it, it's going to snap that plastic piece. So that's basically how that happens, which is weak. That's the biggest downside of the figure, is that it breaks easily on that back part. But other than that, he's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm not a big fan of the Age of Apocalypse storyline. Back in the day when that came out, I actually was like, what the hell is going on? I was like 12 years old or something, and screw this, I'm not reading this anymore. And at the same time, Spider-Man was going through some weird stuff with the Clone Saga. So around that time, 12, 13, stopped reading comics, got back into it at 21, which is so weird. But I'm sure you guys like that little bio. But so I don't really know a whole lot about this character. I just don't. But from what I've seen in pictures and everything, he's very accurate to how the character is supposed to look. One thing is that he is called Holocaust. I can understand why, I guess. Especially because I've been hearing a lot about Germans getting butthurt over, people calling them out on the Holocaust actually existing, and they're trying to change history or whatever and stuff. But no, the Holocaust did happen. You guys killed hella Jews back in the day. No one's going to forget that shit, along with all kinds of other shit, like slavery and the slaughter of the Indians and Mexicans working 13 hours a day and getting no benefits. But oh wait, we don't know about that now. Okay, so tangents. The thing that sticks out to me the most with this that I really like is the finish on the whole figure. It's got this very matted look to it, and there's no real way to, I don't know, if you can't really get it across on camera. It's transparent, which is neat, so you can see that part. It's got this transparent look. Yeah, the whole thing is not very transparent, but just slightly transparent. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It really is slightly transparent, but it's got this transparent thing going on. Like this piece of plastic right here in the ball joint on the leg, most of it's, that's very transparent. Most of it has this coating on it, which is very nice. I like it a lot. And then he has his, he has his head over here, which is very solid, regular plastic, which is neat because it's articulated. It goes up and down. Well, I'll go over the rest of the articulation later, but it moves side to side. And I just really like the sculpt on this thing. That is very cool. Some cracks in the skull. Head doesn't really have any paint detail on it. It's what I like to call deceptive paint detail. It looks like it does, but it's just the way the plastic is made. So, which is actually really cool. Like if you see on the back there, you can see there's like variations. It's not all just one solid color, which is really neat. But it's not actually painted on there. It's just how the plastic is. But this is very cool. I really like this skull. It's a very, very cool skull sculpt, and you can see the rib cage right there. Now, when you get this piece, it does have the rubber band that goes through the ribs right there, and it's kind of like suspenders these attached on there. On this one right here, I removed it just to see what it would be like. And it's, you know, has these two things right here that slide into this and this back here. So, you know, it'll stay, you know, as long as you don't throw it around. But it should be fine. So it's not a big deal if that, you know, rubber band comes off, because I was really scared about taking that off, but now I had an extra piece, so I wasn't too worried about it there. So I like how this spit guard thing over here over his head looks. That's pretty neat. And I like how it's very transparent, but still retains the yellow color, so you could see the skull underneath there. Very cool. Nice spit guard. I really like how this sculpt came out. I like these shoulder pads. I just love how these dots look. I think it's a very cool looking figure. I just think it's really, really neat. And here's his energy weapon kind of deal. See, I don't really know much about him. So, I don't know. One day I might read the whole Age of Apocalypse storyline. I don't know. I have this friend that just loved it, though. There's some people out there that really loved it, but I just didn't like it. I was like, what? Sabretooth is a good guy? What happened to Wolverine's arm? I thought he could regenerate. Like, I just thought it was so off, and I just really didn't feel it, so I didn't want to keep reading it. So, the articulation. So, I already showed you what the head can do underneath here, and when you have this put in and it's not broken, it swings open, and it could actually stay open like that for you if you want. The arms are on a ball joint, so they move up, forward, and if you move them, I think it's forward, that's when this plastic starts to mess with it, or up, I forgot. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, and the elbows rotate at the same time. This side's different. He does have wrist articulation, and it moves up and down. Okay, this ball thingy is just stationary like that. He has a really good amount of movement over here. Rocks side to side a lot. Moves forward and back quite a bit. So, very cool. Woohoo! I like that. He has these ball joints right here. Thigh swivel. Single jointed knees. And he has ankle rotation, and it moves up and down. And no holes at the bottom of the feet for pegs. And there's a size comparison for you. So, next to Quicksilver, he's a good size. So, pretty decent sized Build-A-Figure. Not huge, could be bigger, I guess. But at least he's not, like Ares or anything. And he does come apart relatively easy. If you want to pull the limbs out and stuff, it's not too hard. You could really take him apart and reassemble him if you break any pieces. So, there's that. So that's basically it. That's your Nemesis figure. This is also a review request, so if any of you guys have any Marvel Legends review requests, let me know. Oh, here's another thing I forgot to mention, is that the back kind of comes apart right here too, if you want it to. So there's these two peg thingies that stick up right here, and I don't know. If you want to do something with that, I don't know how that helps anybody at all, but that's the end of my review. Alright, I'll catch you later. Peace.